So TrueKinetics also has an app for the TrueBike. You can download it from the App Store. You can go to the app, start it up, and the first time that you start it up, you fill out your username and password that you created on the website when you create an account on the athletes page. And then you hit login, and after a little bit, you're logged in. You need to turn on your bike in order for the app to connect to the bike. So then we hit connect, and the app will show the bikes that are close by, with the closest being the top. So this is our bike, and then we get asked, since this bike does not have a Wi-Fi connection, whether we want to set up the Wi-Fi connection now. Because it's very important that your bike is always connected to Wi-Fi, so your results are uploaded to the internet and updates can be easily installed automatically. So now we request for a Wi-Fi scan, which happens now, and we will connect to the local network. And there we are asked to enter our Wi-Fi password, which I'll now do. Press OK, and then on the bike you will see that it tries to connect to the internet. The Wi-Fi sign changes into a question mark, and there we go. The Wi-Fi connection has been made, and you can hear the bike speed up because automatically I am logged in through the app onto my bike, so I can immediately start training. So once we're in the home screen, we can edit the user, which we can also do with this button right here. We can set up the bike that is connected, so the physical connection. You can also see from these icons here what's going on. So we're connected to that bike, the bike has Wi-Fi, and there's a heart rate monitor connected to the bike. And what you see here, this is a cool feature. These are the outdoor bikes that I want to simulate. So it's possible that you have more than one racing bike with different setups, with different gears, and you want to simulate all of those. So when I go into this menu by hitting edit, you can see that I have multiple bikes configured, and the one that says selected is the one that I will use on my TrueBike when I'm working out. Now I can edit this bike, go in, and once I'm in, I can edit a couple of things. I can set my virtual gears. These are the gears that are available on my TrueBike. And I can also edit my saddle height and vertical position and the handlebar reach and stack. So I can remember, it's kind of like a digital notebook, so I can remember what my settings are. So once you are comfortable on your bike, for that bike, you can edit these fields. So right now it's 22. You can see that my real settings is something else. So I will make it 20. And then when I tap a different field, then you see that both in the drawing, it also changes the number. The same for the handlebars. And let's zoom in on the virtual gears. You can modify your crankset with the cranks that you have in your garage. And right now the Ultegra Triple is selected, but let's say I want to ride with a 5236. I tap it, it will say here the 5236, and on my bike I will also automatically get a new crankset. Same for the cassette. Right now I'm using 1123. Let's say I want to use an 1130. I selected it, and from that moment on the bike will use that gear set. And then finally, for very advanced use, if you have a trainer, you can also modify your physical gears, but that is something for later. And basically, that is what you can do in the app.